So tell me a little bit about your childhood and what that was like growing up.
Yeah, so I'm an only child. I grew up in Bel Air, Maryland, and since I was an only child, my mom wanted to put me into some sort of activity that would get me around other kids. So she put me in dance. It was a debate between dance and ice skating, and she didn't want to do ice skating because she didn't want to sit in the cold ice rink and wait for me during rehearsals. So I was like, I get that. So she put me in dance, and it was just a thing that I would do on the weekends, and it started with just like jumping on little stars, and that was about it. And then as I got older, I started to get really serious with it. I started picking up all different styles. I did jazz, tap, ballet, modern, hip hop, contemporary, you name it, I did it. So it was pretty busy when I went to a private middle school, and I would get out of school at like 3:15, and class would start at 4, and it was a 45-minute drive away, and I had to eat dinner in the car, do any homework in the car that I could, do my hair, get dressed for dance. Like, I had to do it all in the car. I would get out of the car and go straight into class, and I would be there till like 11, just rehearsing and taking classes and everything. So that was a huge part of my life, and that's where I got most of my training from.
What is it about dance? Like, how does it feed your soul?
It's just a way for me to express me, and being able to go into a studio every single day and find a new part about myself is so invigorating, and I'm able to explore with that every single day in a different way, which it's never the same thing, which is awesome.
If you had to define what creativity means to you, how would you define it?
I think creativity is just using one's imagination to create some sort of art or some sort of uniqueness in the world, and being able to share that with others. While I'm on stage, there's probably, like I said, like a big feeling of community and family, and not a feeling of you're the only one out there, because there's 8 other people that you have to be exactly together with. And if you're not with them, it doesn't bring the same effect to the show. When we're out there with 10 other dancers, whether it's 2 dancers, whether it's 10 dancers, you have this feeling of connectivity with those other people, which is crazy. Like, your focus has to be so on at that point.
Is there something that you can think of that you learned the last year that you think will have the most impact in the next 10 years in your life? Something you learned about yourself, maybe?
I think going back to the confidence thing, that's always been a struggle and a battle that I've been facing. I don't know where it comes from, but I just feel like there's more confidence in me that I need to bring out. It was not something I expected. The artist, Nick, called me up, and he was just like, hey, do you want to be on a mural in Uptown? And I was like, do you have any more details? Because that sounds awesome. So I met up with him. We did a photo shoot for him to get the inspiration for the mural. And it was a quick shoot. He had me laying down. He was on a lift. And then he got some shots, and he said, I'm going to start painting this day, and you're welcome to come by anytime. And I was like, okay. And now that it's finished, it's something that I never expected to have in my lifetime, is being on the side of a wall, but it's pretty cool.
Fantastic. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely like a surreal feeling. I still